1 gram gold bars. They've got to be the most hated gold bullion bar in the precious metals market. Is it justified, or is it a little bit overkill? Are these 1 gram gold bars worth their own weight in gold, or are they really not as good as people make them out to be? Okay, so I'm a big fan of 1 gram gold bars. I'm going to get that straight out there, and I'm not going to beat around the bush. Clearly, I'm a fan. As you can see, I've got multiple 1 gram gold bars here, and I've even got more 1 gram gold bars here from Tabex Bullion. Some of the cheapest bars you can get, actually. I really like those. But in general, 1 gram gold bars, there's a big stigma that surrounds them. I remember when I started my YouTube channel a few years ago now, I started with 1 gram gold bars. So predominantly, that was what featured on the channel the most. And I vividly remember getting a lot of hate telling me, don't buy them, the premiums are astronomical, you're wasting your money, you're better off putting your money here, blah, blah, blah. At the time, I did kind of take in some of those comments about 1 gram gold bars, and it definitely did affect my investment journey. For a while, I went very negative towards them. I almost regretted buying them, and it really did sort of change a period of my investment journey. Now, as time has gone on, and myself as an investor, I've evolved with my knowledge, my plan, and my goals for my financial future. I've learned to block out some of those more, I'm trying to figure out how to put this, some of those more opinionated views. Now, I'm not saying that I disagree with some of the facts regarding 1 gram gold bars. It's hard to argue with the fact that, yes, the premiums are very, very high. You're paying a lot of money for a very, very small bit of 24 karat, let's be honest, 1 gram gold bullion. It's tiny. The value isn't a particularly large amount. It's not going to change your life, and you're preserving such small amounts of money, and you're paying such huge premiums. So I can understand an element of why 1 gram gold bars have such a big stigma of hate around them. And as a weight stacker, as somebody who is really, really focused on my own personal development and my own personal investment journey, I am always trying to get the best deal, and I am most of the time trying to buy in at a good time. So that leaves the question, doesn't it? Why have I got so many 1 gram gold bars, and am I still buying them even today? Well, yes, the answer is I am still buying them, even though I can afford larger pieces, such as, let's say 1/4 ounce, maybe even 1 ounce gold bars and coins. Why would I still delve into 1 gram gold bars? Well, for those of you that watch my channel regularly, you'll know that my journey is very heavily focused on building passive income right now. And thanks to YouTube, I'm already on that journey. I would class YouTube as being a semi-passive income, because without me doing the content, it would eventually stop generating that income. But it is semi-passive. But mostly I'm focusing on that investment property side of it, the passive income that's going to generate me wealth on a very consistent, regular basis that will hopefully allow me to quit my full-time job and do YouTube and investments full-time, and therefore really expanding and increasing the speed of my investments. So that leaves me a bit short of funds, because I'm allocating so much capital to other investments. It has to go somewhere. And unfortunately, gold is very expensive. As we know right now, gold is at an all-time high, and silver's doing very well right now as well. We know it's just crossed over that £20 per ounce for silver, which is really, really nice to see, because it's been sat just below that for a long, long time now. So the reason I'm still buying 1 gram gold bars is because it's an incremental investment in gold bullion. Yes, I'm not getting the best value for money. There's no way to get around that. But I am increasing my weight stack. And that's what's important for me. While I'm focusing on my other investments, I really don't want to neglect my precious metals fund. And the reason that I don't want to neglect my gold and silver bullion is because I find gold predominantly is the backbone of my investment portfolio. I use it as a fail-safe. I feel extremely safe when investing in gold. Whereas maybe my other investments, let's say index funds and property, I feel like there's more capital risk there. However, when I do purchase gold bullion, now I've been doing it such a long time, I don't actually feel like I'm spending money. I genuinely feel like I'm literally transferring fiat cash into an asset that is so safe. And yes, I know nothing is guaranteed, but for me, the way I judge a safe investment is historical data proving that it's been very popular. And I like to see consistent price situations where it either stays the same or it increases gradually over a period of time and it's not volatile. And for me, all the boxes are ticked when it comes to gold bullion. So yes, I'm paying a lot of money for 1 gram gold bars, but I want to keep adding weight to my stack. So by doing that, I'm not neglecting the safety side of my investment portfolio, my war chest, if you want to call it that, the backbone of my investment portfolio. I've already got investments in precious metals, so I'm comfortable where I'm at. Yes, of course, I would like it to be much bigger, but who wouldn't? So for the meantime, I'm going to be investing, and I am investing in 1 gram gold bar every single month. Yes, a very small investment. Yes, it's not going to be life-changing, but by the end of a year, it's going to have a big effect, essentially from the compound effect. Now, the compound effect is something very important to me on my investment journey. I'm a big believer in consistent and small, regular changes and improvements made on a consistent and regular basis. Over a period of time, you don't really notice those improvements or the change, but by a particular end point or a long time later, all of a sudden you'll find yourself in a very different position, usually much more positive than where you were 6 months to a year ago. And that's my exact plan with 1 gram gold bars. I'm buying them because I want to increase my weight stack and I don't want to neglect my precious metals portfolio. Luckily, because I'm investing in precious metals and my other investments on a low risk, long-term plan, I'm comfortable weighing out those premiums I'm paying for these 1 gram gold bars. If I was on a shorter plan, maybe someone who is at an older age, who's looking to build up wealth much quicker or to hand it down possibly, I might not be looking at picking up 1 gram gold bars because I'd be worrying about those premiums. But because I'm going to be holding on to mine for 20 to 25 years on an estimate, I'm comfortable that not only with the price increase of gold every single year, roughly I think it's around 9%, give or take, obviously it goes up and down, I am going to lose those premiums. Yes, I could save up and buy gold maybe every 3 months and get a quarter ounce for the money I'm paying on these 1 gram gold bars, but I just want to add incremental gold to increase the weight stack without really noticing the money that I'm spending. It allows me to stay focused on my other investments, but I get to enjoy precious metals and increase my weight stack. It's a very fun way of building that wealth and preserving that wealth. So essentially, I don't think the hate for 1 gram gold bars is justified. I understand the criticisms behind it, and there's no denying the factual data that represents the expensiveness of 1 gram gold bars. But for me, I don't care. I like them. I think they're quite quirky. I think they're fun. I think they're great entry levels into the precious metal market, especially for new investors. And I also think it's a great way to add incremental wealth to your portfolio. Yes, it's not life-changing, but by the end of the year, like I said, through compound and the compound effect, you will have made a pretty nice change to your stack. I would have increased my bullion stack by 12 grams of 24 karat gold bullion. And in my opinion, I think that's fantastic. So overall, that's why I'm still very much in favour of 1 gram gold bars. I am trying to buy the cheaper pieces these days. I'm not necessarily going for the more premium pieces like we've got here, PAMP and the Royal Mint. I'm going for more generic pieces like Tavex bullions, or maybe even one day I'll go for a Valcambi and stuff like that. But yes, overall, I'm still going to be focusing on 1 gram gold bars. I do understand the hate, but I don't necessarily believe it should stop you from getting them. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you let me know in the comment section below what you think of 1 gram gold bars, if you agree or disagree with me, and whether you're going to be continuing to buy 1 gram gold bars going forward in the future. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode.